guys, Ian here. On this video, I'm going to go over about backpacks. These are two packs that I have, and just kind of going over what they are and when I would use each one. So I have a day pack and more of like a multi-day backpacking kind of pack that I've utilized both actually this past year. And there's certain situations and certain types of hunts that I'll utilize each of these packs for. I'm just going to kind of give you the rundown of when I'm going to use them for and why. So the first off, this one is a Field and Stream pronghorn pack. This is my day pack choice. It's a smaller bag, still has enough carrying capacity. I can carry like some extra clothing, some water, all the calls, my extra gear, everything that I would need to. I can still carry if I wanted to hunt like the turkey spot or more open terrain. I can carry a tripod and the spot hunting scope still on this pack, along with a chair and stuff like that. So I've done that in many different configurations. The only thing that this pack is not capable of doing at this point is basically hauling out meat. It doesn't have a meat carrier or a meat shelf slot within the pack itself. So that's what kind of just tips off to me. That's why this is like my day pack, where I'm not planning on having to haul meat out. Over here you have the Tenzing 5000. This is a pack I've had my eyes on for a while in a Field and Stream store. The pack relatively runs about $489-ish, but I happened to score this on eBay for $200 off, so woo, go bargain shopping. But this is my multi-day pack, or if I'm going into a place where I'm hiking around for a significant amount of time and I'm going into terrain where I'm not going to really drag a deer out, and I'm going to have to carry it out and actually quarter it out and actually put the meat on my back. It's more like my extended day pack, or if I was going to be able to put camp on my back, I can put my camp on my back with this backpack. I can still carry spotting scope, tripod, camera equipment along with that, camp. I've actually loaded this pack out once where it was basically I was carrying 65 to 70 pounds worth of gear comfortably. You can actually fit all that inside this pack. So typically when I'm trying to pick out a hunt, when I'm trying to sit there and do like a hunt, there's certain terrain types or places that I'm going. Terrain's going to be one, style of hunt 2, and then the third one is, I don't believe those are just the 2. Well, no, third is given the what extra equipment I'm going to need to carry with me for that hunt. So let's talk over the type of hunt, or well, landscape first. If I'm going to stay around in more flat terrain, car's not going to be all that far away, I can definitely drag a deer. Like, it's feasible for me to drag a deer, I'm going to take this. Or if I'm going to be up in a tree stand, I'm going to take this, which is the day pack option, because there's no need for me to be able to have the ability to carry meat or haul extra equipment like food or camping or anything. I'm not going to camp or anything at that point. So that's where I'm going to switch over to using a day pack. So this would be like for in that environment for white-tailed deer hunting up in a tree stand, or turkey seat. I use this a lot, where you can just fling the bird over your back, go. You're not having to haul a lot of meat over some tough terrain. That's not what I would use this pack. So if the landscape doesn't lend itself or kind of give that inkling or thought to me, I will use this pack. If I were to do more terrain that's actually a little more steep, a little more rugged, or I have to get back farther in, and I'm not going to use a tree stand at all, I will switch over and use the Tenzing 5000, because you can cinch that down pretty tight, or you can expand it out and do more like a backpacking style hunt where you're going to hike back in pretty far. That's when I would use this. If I have to carry probably a couple more meals, a little bit more water than I usually do, that's when I use this pack, which is great. Now the second one, type of hunt. Kind of covered it, touched upon it in the first one with giving the landscape, or the landscape I'm going to be in, which kind of determines how I'm going to hunt. But on a flat land, I will also do the walk around, kind of spot and stalk or still hunt. which I can do with both of these. But the type of hunt, if I'm in a tree stand, I'm not bringing this. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna bring the Daypack. If that, vice versa, if I'm hiking around a lot of steep hills or back a ways, like maybe 2 miles back away from where my car is, and I need to have the option to be able to basically decide to quarter that deer up and walk it out. Just walk out the parts that I need or that I get off, like walk the meat out. That's where this pack comes in handy, because it does have a meat shelf attached to the bag, unlike the Daypack. So that's when the type of hunt kind of applies for that. Third thing, extra type of gear that I would need given on the season or so. So I know with a Daypack, if I'm hunting more like the late fall, winter months, I'm gonna switch over and use this pack a little bit more. In scenarios where I would typically use the Daypack, simply because I can fit a heavier jacket for when I decide to sit down or become stationary for a longer period of time. I can fit that more easily in here than in the Daypack. The Daypack, I do that, I'm starting to run out of room. This just gives me the right carrying capacity, and I can cinch it down and make it not a little bit lower profile and stuff like that. So that's when I would switch and typically tend to use a bigger pack when I have to carry like multiple meals, extra water if I'm going farther back and I'm planning on staying out for a longer period of time before coming back to my car, and if I have to carry more bulkier clothing or more winterized, heavier, denser clothing layers, or just multiples of them, just to kind of be variable and be flexible within the hunt. So that way I have everything that I need. Rather have it and not eat it than need it and not have it. So that's kind of those three variabilities or things that I think about when I'm trying to decide between using a Daypack over a more multi-style backpack or like backpacking backpack. Now, if you want to pack, if you're like an East Coast hunter like me, this is something I've been trying to find. Another option you can do, instead of maybe running, try and find a Daypack that's a little bit more like the more multi-day kind of pack. I can wear a frame pack. This has an internal frame but has a meat shelf. There's another option. I haven't been able to get my hands on it yet, but I have my eyes on this that kind of fits that little niche of being a more versatile day pack, where you can actually wear it when you're going out and you're in terrain where you need to actually cut up an animal and actually take it out, while not having to carry around necessarily a more heavier backpack. Look up the Mystery Ranch Pop-Up 28. It's about a $300 bag, but it's basically about the size. It's a 28 liter bag is this pack right here, but it has an external frame that folds down, and then when you actually detach the bag from the frame, you can pop up the frame and it turns into a meat shelf. So there's another option for you if you're trying to find a day pack that kind of hits that sweet spot between the two, trying to maximize your efficiency of your gear when you're out in the field. Those are my thoughts. Take them for what they are. I've used both these packs again this past fall, actually, in these types of scenarios for these different types of hunts, and I found them to be not bulky and very fitting for the task that I had at hand. When I actually used them accurately, when I was actually in the hunt itself, sometimes on scouting trips and stuff like that, I've actually taken this back out when I first got it, just to kind of get a sense of the bag and how it would work, and it was just definitely was not going to be something I was going to routinely hunt that particular environment in, but it was something I just wanted to get the feel of the pack itself first, before basically just seeing if I liked the pack or like how I could utilize that, and that's how I came to determine between using a day pack versus that pack, this pack. Those kinds of thoughts that have been in my head. So if you haven't yet, you like what you see here, please like, share, subscribe the channel. Corey and I and everybody else we bring on the channel, we are average Joes. We are not paid to do this. I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. These are just what we do. We We all have lives, full-time jobs, or we're students, anything like that. So we're just average Joes just sharing what we love to do, which is be outside, hunt, fish, camp, hike, you name it. That's what we aim to bring to you guys, is just that perspective, the average, real average Joe perspective. If you would like to get a t-shirt, hoodie, anything like that, please check the link in the below to our Teespring store, and please buy some. Rep your 585 Pride. Again, that link to the store is in the description below on this video. If you're on the Instagrams or the Facebooks, you can look us up at 585 Outdoors. Give us a like and a follow, or like and subscribe, however you want to do it. So with that, I'm Ian. Thank you for watching.